Welcome to our channel Twinflames Embrace with Twinflames in Union, Paco and
Déborah.
This video is about what to do when your twin flame has children.
Oh mon Dieu!
Why you are happy about it?
Like, yeah, it's rather common for people to come into this journey with children from previous relationships or such. So yeah, we thought it would be a good idea to make a video about it.
Genau, we talk about the situation. Your twin flame has a child or children with other man, woman. And we share our experiences with that, our insights, and how you can be very honest with yourself about the situation and move through everything that comes up with the situation. Yeah, I start how I felt about the situation, because in our union I am the part where I have to learn to be okay with my partner having a children, or my twin flame having a children with another man. And as we are already almost in our 40s.
Well, that's true. Like, we are not gonna hide the fact that we are pushing 40 in a couple of years.
I lived all my life without being a parent. I was always kind of with children, with little kids, through my mother, through my younger brother, or through
the children in your
sister. Children in the family. But I never had the responsibility for another person in this way. And having a child is having a responsibility for another person, because you have to be there for your child always when they are still underage. That's your job as a parent. And I, from one day to the other, I had to learn to do that. And I, with the mirror exercise and the teaching of Jeff and Julie, I learned to really honor what I feel, and I learned to respect what I feel. And with my coming out as transgender, I really are very sensitive in the area of respecting my boundaries, as I hurted myself in the past kind of constantly in this area. I was very sensitive here. You do not need to be a transgender to be sensitive in overstepping your boundaries. It's just, you can just have here a big wound, and that is totally okay. And at the beginning I had my problems as a child, constantly pokes on your boundaries.
That's kind of like their job, so to push on the boundary, and those who are like parents know that this to be true.
Yeah. And so, as I learned to express myself in a very honest way, in truth, it was very healthy for us that first Dante didn't hide. Even kind of, he didn't know me. He realized very early that with not being his true self, I just get uncomfortable and more uncomfortable. As I was able to communicate with Déborah in a very honest way about how I always felt. It was very helpful when I communicated what I felt, because I was really honest. She listened to me, and then always, as she is the more experienced twin flame in parenting, to discipline me. In always that I realize if I'm having an upset, or if I really point something out. So I had to learn to always, in every situation, as I am the mature person in the relationship with our child, to get 100% clarity. She taught me that. And that's...
I would like to add something, if
yes,
I may.
please.
And like, because of course, like, he was having a lot of upsets in regards to Dante being like pushing on the boundary thing. There were moments where he was like, I don't recall asking for a child. I don't recall making the choice of having a child. But for anyone watching this, if you're on your twin flame journey, twin flames choose as one, which means that if I somehow manifested this, then the choice was made as one. And so it was also very helpful to kind of like make peace with that after going through the blocks.
Sometimes
Like you have to be
another layer
honest
comes
about
up.
that you don't like it, but you chose it anyway for whatever reason. So yeah.
We will get 100% clarity, and the inside, when we heal through this block fully, as I don't feel 100% clarity about it yet, and it is also totally fine. As
Yeah.
we said to you, we would like to share very honest where we are at on our twin flame journey. And so we have, our family is, we are 3 in our family, so this is a very important topic. That is why we would like to share with you where we are at. Yeah, that was kind of the first big thing what I had to heal through. And after I got more comfortable in the flow of healing through my upset and then having a conversation with Déborah about what is really going on, we really were able to partner up in parenting and really help and support our child in growing. And then after I was able to realize what is really going on and not projecting my upsets onto him, we were able to really help and support him, and we found a way to communicate with a young child in a very clear and honest way, and this way was understandable for him. I cannot talk to a 9-year-old like I can talk to
Me.
like I can talk to you, also not about the teaching and then about how we do the feelings. He didn't like that, so we had to accept that, and that is also totally fine. And we found a way how he likes to feel his feelings and how he likes talking about God, and so we can support him in moving through what is arising in his life, because I realized it's my job. It's my job to support him becoming a mature person. And I also learned to have desires, how I would like this desire being, I am a father figure. I am not his biological father, but I am the father figure now for him. How I would desire to be that, how I would like to help him and support him, and to get clear how this looks like. And to be honest, it is different than I thought it would be. It's kind of, I had to learn a lot about divine discipline, what it means to really love a child unconditionally, and to learn to not give in, not make, not to not make bad deals anymore in parenting. That was kind of, we had a session with Jeff, a one-on-one session, and he helped us a lot in learning what it means to parenting, how we can really support and love Dante unconditionally.
What do you mean by bad deals? So that
Yeah,
people
I would
watching
like to
understand?
talk with you about that, because always when we came in situations where I had to parent Karna, where I had to maybe discipline him or love him or be compassionate with him, this popped up, don't make a bad deal. And this session was always present. And then I realized, oh, this is a bad deal, because when I give into here, or when I kind of let lead him here, then he stays a baby. Energetically, he stays a baby, or behaves like a baby, or he feels he knows better. And yes, young kids, children can be very guided from the divine, of course, and they also, the divine, the universe, that God can speak through a young child, of course, but they are never the mature person in the relationship. As a parent, you are always the parent. and the child is always the child, and this is good this way. And so God through you can parent this child. And a better deal, we give an example. An example is Dante and Deborah lived their life together, these two. So he had this behavior of being the man in the family, and a bad deal would be when I would let him this position. That would be a bad deal. Kind of, yeah, then he would okay with me, he would like me, and and I would feel very uncomfortable because he's absolutely not the man in the family. I am the man in the family.
And also wouldn't be fair for him with like being a child that he carries that responsibility,
Exactly.
even if it's like energetically speaking.
Exactly. So I had to always, when he thought, when we were, for example, sitting on the dining table, to really speak with him that he's not the man in the house, he's not her husband, and that he will never be her husband, and he never was her husband. And I had to repeat that and say it again. When I picked up, he tried doing it again. And then, of course, he got upset, and then we supported him to feel through whatever comes up for him, and we helped him to see what he truly desires. In truth, he desires to be a boy. He would like to be a child.
And he doesn't really want to marry me. I'm not his type. He wants his twin flame.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like, it's very important. Like, I would like to share this piece. It's very important as a parent, especially if you're a single parent, or you're moving through a divorce, or you're already separate from your partner with whom you had children, is to get really clear where your kids are at in this dynamic. And like, for instance, it was very important for us to realize that as a single mom, and with a very absent presence of father in his life, then Dante kind of like instinctively took on the role of being kind of like the man of the family, even though it was not his responsibility, and I always made sure he was not responsible for me whatsoever. He kind of like still felt like he had to protect mom, sort of. This may be different. It depends whether they are boys, girls, the age, and of course like the relationship with each parent. But having that clarity, it's very important when you come into union with your twin.
Yeah, it was just an example of realizing, oh, this is a bad deal when I would not stand up and choose for myself. Also, I mean, for him, it would be a bad deal. It was an example. Yeah, this led to our first deep exploration in also parenting with the teaching of unionism, and how cool it is. Dante is now so, he's like a changed.
I got a different kid.
Yeah, he's so happy.
In a very good way, to be honest.
He's so happy. Really, when he came, he was like the oldest 9-year-old I ever met, and now he is so happy because he feels, oh, I can be my true self with them. That's so cool.
And he kind of like trusts that we can help him move through whatever comes up in a way that feels good with, like to him. Where before when I wanted to do that with him, it was almost impossible, or would go like nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
And for him, for instance, was also very important to have like the presence of a divine masculine. I could never give him that. I'm a divine feminine. I will always be a divine feminine.
It's totally fine.
Period. So.
Yeah, I would like to invite you to share with us your experiences. Does your twin flame has kids? Don't you know how to deal with it? Or maybe you have kids and you don't know how your twin flame react on that. Share with us your questions and also your insights in the comments. We would love to have a conversation with you about that.
Yeah.
Also, if you would like to talk about your twin flame journey, please come in our Twin Flame Universe Open Forum Facebook group. You'll find the link in the description below. There you can
share your experience with other people.
with
And
people.
there are many going through the same as you.
Yeah, and they understand you, and yeah, you are just loved there. We are happy when we see you there. And of course, like always, if you would like support, please visit our website www.twinflamesembrace.com, and yeah, just look around and book a first session with us, as we would love to support you on your twin flame journey into your harmonious twin flame journey and beyond. Stay safe. See you in the next video.